What's good, Pisces? It's time for a quick message. Quick message for Pisces. It's not going to be a long, drawn out reading or video. Just a quick little message just to keep in touch, see if things are still rolling along in a good, positive way. Maybe if some things changed, anything new coming in. Honestly, don't know what's going to come through. To be honest with you, I just started doing this to test out my camera on my computer. And I got tired of recording and uploading, so I'm doing them live. So anyway, quick message for Pisces. If you would like information on how to schedule a personal reading, please look in the description box of this video. All right, let's see. What can we tell Pisces? Hello, everybody. Hello, Linda, Karen, Andrew, Jacqueline. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. I'm bringing back my old, this is to see how many of y'all have been following me for how long. I'm bringing back my old original spread that I very first started reading with. And you know what? I think I'm going to start incorporating this into my readings again. I don't know how it phased out over time, but I always get a much more robust message that comes through with this spread, with my first original spread, you know? 2 more shuffles for Pisces, 2 more. Ooh. There we go. Brand new deck. It's getting a little attitude with me. Oh, man, the 8 of Swords here. So I kind of feel like regardless of what happens in the reading, okay, whether it's heading in a positive direction or a negative direction, somebody here is still refusing to look at the truth of the situation. Somebody here is still not owning up to their part of either what went wrong or what it would take to make things better. Okay. Oh, man, people are perceiving you as the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Hang on. I'm going to get some incense real quick. So with this being how people are looking at you, basically just from the outside looking in and observing you, maybe they kind of feel like you're getting a little down on yourself, like you're being a little hard on yourself, you know, like you are kicking yourself in the butt for failing and wasting time. Like you're just kind of looking at it negatively, like, man, I wasted my time. I should have done this. I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? But on the inside, though, you feel like the 3 of Wands. So some of you are actually looking, I don't know if you're looking forward to it, but you're definitely feeling like the 2 of you will be in communication again at some point. I think that deep inside, you don't really feel like this is over, and you're kind of waiting for that day that the 2 of you communicate again. You know, you're like, even if there's one part of you that says, look, this is over and it's done, there's still a part of you that's saying, no, it's not done. There's still a part of you that's kind of like waiting to either reunite or communicate with this person, you know? Oh, Sherelle Majors, thank you for that super chat. I hope I said your name right. I'm gonna try to think of something good, man. I'm gonna try to think of something good. I'm gonna pull as much positivity as I can possibly yank out of this reading here, okay? Oh, you know what? The person you're dealing with, though, they don't really think that you care. And this is the same message that came out for you all. Was it the weekly forecast? I remember this. I think it was you, where I kind of feel like for some of you, this person may be trying to get your attention with material things like money. Or even if it's not money, I still feel like this person has a superficial approach to trying to get your attention. And either it's not working, or maybe you just don't realize it, or maybe some of you just don't give a damn about money and material things. But for whatever reason, because they're not able to like communicate with you that way, they just feel like you don't care. I swear that came out for y'all on the weekly forecast, didn't it? I'm pretty sure it did. The 3 of Swords, there could be a third party in the mix. I think this person is honestly still heartbroken. I think they're honestly still heartbroken for real. You could be an earth sign for some of you. Oh, this person is a fustercluck, man. They are all psychologically discombobulated, but they don't want you to think that they care. Okay? Because they assume that you don't care, because they're just assuming that you don't care with the Queen of Swords energy here, they're trying to mirror that same energy back to you and pretend that they don't care. Okay. But with this King of Pentacles in the reverse energy, I think that it's how am I going to explain this? It's kind of draining for them to keep up that persona. You know, they're a mess. They're a mess. Okay. 7 of Wands in the reverse. I feel like they would like to apologize. Honestly, they would like to if you cared. But this energy right here feels like, okay, if you don't care, I'm not going to embarrass myself by letting you know that I care. If you don't care, I'm going to look stupid. If I try to apologize or if I try to reconcile, I'm going to look real stupid if you turn me down and you reject me. You know? Make sense? The Knight of Pentacles. I think they're slowly making their way in your direction, and you can feel that too, can't you? Yep. Told you. It's a slow, steady trot. Okay? That Knight of Pentacles. See, here's the thing about the Knight of Pentacles. It's the slowest horse in the entire tarot. It's the slowest one. Okay? It ain't moving very fast. World card reversed. Yep, they're still unfinished business. I think they may just want closure. Maybe they just want closure. They may just want to close this cycle out here, you know? Let's look a little bit deeper into their energy and intentions. Let's look a little bit deeper into this person's energy and intentions. The very first card coming from the bottom of the deck is going to be overall how they feel about you. What comes after that will be their actions and then the outcome. Yeah, I make up my own spreads. Yeah, I do. I don't do that textbook shit, man. I don't do that textbook shit. It's not necessary. Plus, I'm just not really good at following rules anyway. Anyway, 3 shuffles. 1. 2. Bam, the Judgment card. Okay, so you know what? I really kind of feel like they do want closure. I really feel like at the end of the day, they just want things resolved between the two of you. Okay. I don't see them coming forward though, or opening up. This person has a big ego. Okay. Now, if we could just put our ego aside, you know, like if I did something wrong, I'm going to come apologize anyway. Even if you tell me to fuck off, I'm still going to come be like, yo, I just want you to know I do apologize for what I did. I do apologize. That was wrong of me. And I'm not doing that that doesn't mean that you win. That means that I'm working on me. I'm working on me and I'm working on smoothing out my path so that I can start manifesting better things into my life and manifesting a more abundant life. So part of that is I need to go back and start cleaning up my messes and, I apologize for my part there. I don't think they're willing to do that because they're too afraid of rejection. They're too afraid you're going to reject them. Okay. Outcome here could be another Pisces for some of you, but it looks like they're just keeping it all to themselves and bottling it up and nothing. Could be a Virgo for some of you. Could be a Virgo. So it's making this person's pretty uneasy. They're having a hard time like being alone with themselves, because this unfinished business is bothering them. It's like eating away at them. And instead of just like putting the ego aside and coming forward and apologizing anyways, just to get the weight lifted off their back, whether you reject them or not, they're going to bottle it up because they're too afraid of getting their ego damaged by you rejecting them or telling them to shove it up their ass or whatever. I don't even know if that's what you would do. Maybe you would, but I guarantee you there's some of you out there that wouldn't even react that way. But that's the way they're taking this. Let's look at what's the advice? What's the best advice here? Advices for Pisces. 10 of Wands in the reverse. King of Wands. Stand your ground. Stand your ground and focus on your money and your finance. And I know there's at least one Pisces out there that you've been thinking about. You know what? I think I would like to start working to manifest financial abundance into my life. Maybe I should start an online business, or maybe I should go get a second job, or maybe I should start a YouTube channel, or whatever your idea has been. Do it. Okay. Get on that path and start walking. Doesn't mean you're going to be a millionaire overnight, but there is an awful lot of energy supporting you. Okay. There's a lot of energy supporting your finances. Okay. When it comes to this past situation right here, heal up from this. Don't carry the burden of this past situation. Okay. Don't carry the burden. Okay. Forgive yourself for if you did something wrong. Be honest with yourself if you did something wrong. Okay. This is how we release from these things vibrationally. If you did something wrong, it's okay. You're a human. You're a human. Okay. None of us are perfect. We've all been the toxic person at least once. Okay. Be honest with yourself about it and forgive yourself. Okay. Now, for those of you who were done wrong, release it and let it go. Release it and let it go. Okay. And I know there's at least one person of you that's going to be in the comments on some, you don't know what they did to me and how bad it was. And the only thing I have to say to those of you with that mentality is all the more reason for you to let it go. The worse the experience was, the more toxic it is for you to cling on to. Now, I know I'm not here to downplay anybody's experiences. For those of you who went through something very, very rough and traumatic, I do not take away from that at all. However, at least acknowledging that it needs to be healed up from and taking a few steps down that path. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race, as long as you're headed in that direction. You don't need to get over it overnight. And I'm not saying that you're supposed to, but at least get on that path and start taking baby steps down that healing path. Okay. And focus on your money and your finance. Yep. Focus on that bread. Focus on that bread. Let's get some general advice. Let's get some general advice from the Quantum Oracle. General advice for Pisces. General, Ascended Masters. Time to go in there and start developing a relationship with the universe. I think I already told you all this last time. Same message. Go inside and talk to your guides, dude. Go inside and talk to your guides. It may sound, dude, it feels kind of weird at first when we start doing that. All right, guides, I trust you. I'm going to hand this situation over to you. Just say it in your car all by yourself. All right, guys, I don't know what I'm doing here. I can't figure this out. I'm handing it over to you. Show me what I need to do. Show me what I'm doing wrong. Show me what I need to correct. I promise you they will show you. I also promise you it's probably not going to be what you want to hear. You're probably not going to like the answer. Okay. If it was something that you wanted to hear, if it was an answer that you liked, you probably would have done it a long time ago. Obviously, it's going to be something we don't want to face. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to do that. No, I'm too scared. But we got to start doing it. Go inside and develop that relationship with your guides. Thank you for that super chat, Ritu. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Oh, fear. Oh, man, what's going on with this fear here? Victim mentality. Okay. So remember, the universe has no choice but to keep handing you evidence that supports whatever you believe. Okay. Now, there's two ways to look at life. We have what they call paranoia, which is the perspective that everything that happens to you is rigged to work against you, that life is rigged to work against you, that the cards are against you, the world is out to get you, and you are a victim of circumstances that are out of your control. Okay. Then we have the antidote to that, which is pronoia. Pronoia. Okay. When you look at the world through that pronoia lens, that is the belief that everything that happens, the good, the bad, and the ugly, is rigged to work out in your benefit. Think about that. Think about that. I know on my path, every time something bad happens. So how is this happening for me? Okay, universe. All right. I can't wait to see how this turns into a positive thing. You know what? That's not happening to me. That's happening for me. Universe got my back. It may look bad. I may not understand what's going on right now. This may be scary. It may be freaky. I may not really get it, but I guarantee you, I promise you, one of these days, I'm going to be looking back and I'm going to be thankful that this thing happened. It's going to make sense one of these days. It's the belief that no matter what happens, everything is rigged to work out in your favor. Okay, but this is where we have to give it away to the universe and say, I trust that you have a bigger plan that I can't see. Okay. It's not an easy thing to do. We hear these things and it sounds cute and corny and cheesy, but when you're put in that position, something bad happens and you're in that situation, practice next time you're in a crunch, when you don't think that you're going to have enough money to pay the bills, or whenever your car breaks down on the side of the road, or something, practice it. See how easy it is to throw your hands in the air and say, all right, universe, well, I'm trusting that you're doing this to set me on the path to make something good happen. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. I can't wait to see how this plays into something good. Watch how many times blessings rain down on you, dude. Oh, yes. When you begin to adapt that mentality, this is what the victim mentality and the success mentality is all about. Okay. Thank you, Alyssa, for that super chat. Thank you. Appreciate you. So again, I know that you all have heard me say this a million times, and I will say it till the cows come home. Failure and success are both a mentality. It's a way of thinking. Okay. It's the way you respond to challenges and obstacles. Okay. Now, the good, healthy, happy relationship, or the abundance of money, the raise in status quo, and all these things, or the lack thereof, is not actually your success or your failure. Those things are manifestations of the success mentality or the failures mentality. Okay. Remember that. It's a perspective. It's a way of looking at the world. And don't ever underestimate the power of your perception. Don't you ever underestimate how powerful your perception is. Your perception is more powerful than you will ever be able to wrap your mind around. It's what creates your entire life experience. And you have control of it. Yes, you do. You have more control over your thoughts, over your mind, over your emotions, and over your perception of the world, and ultimately your whole life experience than they have ever wanted you to know. Time to take that power back. Take your power back, Pisces. All right. Freestyle spread. Time for a freestyle spread. What? Oh, that deck said no. Whatever wants to randomly come through. Whatever wants to randomly come through. Freestyle spread for Pisces. What do we need to tell Pisces to wrap this reading up, universe? The Magician in the reverse. Okay. Hang on. That's it right there. That's it. Okay. All right. Boom. The 10 of Pentacles again. Look, when it comes to, and the Devil. Okay. So when it comes to this past situation with this past person, okay, I feel like there was what made the situation so toxic was there was too much manipulation. Okay. There was too much manipulation. And I'm not here to point fingers. I don't know who did it. Okay. But that's not really the point. The point of it is when you meet your person, your life partner, your match, there will be no need to manipulate this person. If they're manipulating you, that's not your person. You won't need to try to make this person feel a certain way. You know what I mean? You won't need to try to chase this person. You won't need to try to get this person to chase you. Again, I'm not here pointing fingers. I'm not saying it was you, not saying it was them. I don't know who it was. It was just coming from one side, the other side, or both. Okay. You won't need to try to get somebody to chase you. You won't need to try to make somebody miss you. You won't need to try to make somebody feel guilty. You won't need to try to convince somebody that you're worthy. You won't need to try to convince somebody that they need you in their life. Okay. That's what kind of made this situation toxic. Okay. There was too much trying to manipulate the situation. Like either they were trying to manipulate you, they were trying to guilt trip you and use your emotions against you, trying to guilt trip you, trying to, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And when you meet your person, I'm not saying there won't be challenges and obstacles, but those things won't be a part of it. Okay. That won't be a part of it. Focus on your money. Focus on your money. This 10 of Pentacles keeps coming up for y'all. This is the third time in the reading, okay, that the 10 of Pentacles has come up. I would focus on money, manifesting money. As you begin to heal your broken heart, watch this. You begin to heal that broken heart. I'm not saying go isolate and be single for the rest of your life, but just definitely focus on healing as your number one priority. Start working on money, building that business, or just whatever. Maybe you're just sticking some extra money in your savings account for whatever, you know. Just, okay, well, I'm going to take an extra $100 a week and stick it in savings. Just do something, focusing on the money. And as you're healing your broken heart, when you least expect it, that's when the next person is going to come in. Okay. And depending on the level of healing you've done, that will determine how much potential it is for success. Okay. So anyway, I feel like that was the quick little message my Pisces people needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. Greatly appreciate all the positive feedback, the likes, the comments, the super chats, all that good jazz. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and tap that bell icon so you can get notified every time I go live. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Oh yeah, don't forget to look in the description of the video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.